Sideline of ball. Lakewood's doing it. They're going to take. He's going to bring down Burning. Alone with a double kill. Dropping fast. Final points there. He's still alive. Wait, second slide. He's going one side. He's going a second. He's taking it. They're all died on three. They're all dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We've got Game 2 of this awesome series. Not today. Complexity Winners Bracket Finals, America, Summit 2, G2A, Playoffs. Merlini, that was a weird first game, to put it mildly.
Yes.
Mega Creeps held for, what was it, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? The minutes just flew by, actually. I don't really know.
I think 2 Roshans. It was pretty long.
It was a pretty long window. So, not today. They did it. You used the word scrappy to describe the first series we saw earlier.
It wasn't
today,
that scrappy.
That last game, you don't think that was scrappy?
Not
what
so
word
much.
would you use?
It was only like once they got to Mega Creeps, but they still
Then it
got to that
scrappy.
point.
Yeah. It was pretty good execution before then.
Yeah.
Swindle went for the Ember Spirit. He's kind of I feel like the highly contested hero for this matchup because Smash plays him well, Swindle plays him well. It's just a hero that both these teams are very comfortable with, but we'll see. Not today took game 1. Can Complexity take us to an ace match?
Carry Smash.
Carry Smash. Let's
And
see
Nihawk.
here.
Not Ewo.
Ooh, not Ewo. not you, Ewo. Get out of here. You sit down, Ewo.
He was doing okay, and then he just like died a lot. He threw away the Aegis. He didn't use Abyssal. He died so many times before BKB. Like so many bad things happened.
He had a couple of silly willies, but I like that our overlays here cuts it off a little short, and it's Plexity Gaming. So we've got not today versus
PL.
Plexity. PL. Team PL. Too bad they can't pick the Phantom Lancer. So, all right, things flip-flop here. Complexity now take the Radiant, and not today will snag the Dire side, and Dire get first pick here. So they'll grab the Ancient Apparition. I was telling you about some first pick AA yesterday. I think it was not today that was doing it. They like Frosty. They're into it.
If you can make it work, why not?
Yeah, well, Ogre Centaur, the opener for Complexity here. Two pretty strong heroes.
Dang,
but hands over the Brewmaster.
Jeez, what is up with passing this hero up?
So they passed over the Brewmaster, and they don't get the Ancient Apparition. Pardon me, the Skywrath Mage. I really feel like the Skywrath Mage is like a core counter to the Brewmaster, just because how good the silence is, how bursty the damage is to shut
Well,
him
they
down
have
before he can
Centaur.
ultimate. Centaur's good, but not quite the same beast that... the difference also is that Centaur has to be in lane. He has to farm his blink, has to experience. Skywrath has that luxury of being able to roam around and make Brew's life more difficult while Centaur's doing other things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And Centaur's not really going to stop him from farming towards that blink. Skywrath, well, can help slow him down. Ancient Seal to lock him down in lane and let your mid do the dirty work is certainly something we've seen before.
5 seconds.
Good old Jakiro. They certainly lacked a little bit of pushing presence last game,
Mm-hmm.
but not sure if it's going to be a core. You know
Reserve
Complexity a little bit
time.
better than I do.
You know, I have to say in the lobby, Swindle I think they're Complexity. They feel like that they are the better team here. And
Why?
they were
What happened?
no, there weren't any shots fired, but there were some jokes made, and Swindle said that they were pulling out the secret
Radiant
strats. He
team
said, "You
pick.
guys are dead. You're dead. You're dead in the water. We're pulling out the secret strats, the big guns. We're not messing around here. We're coming to the summit.
I've
So
never seen Ogre before.
get the hell out of my way, Smash. Yeah, these are so far. This is the secret draft of Complexity. So we'll see, but a pretty good trio of heroes out of the gate. I wonder how they'll run their Jakiro.
That's what I was asking you.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, and
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know. I can't remember a specific game where they played Jakiro.
Well, I don't think it's
5
going to be
seconds
offlane. That's the only
remaining.
one we can roll out. Maybe mid too.
I don't. It doesn't strike me as a Moon Meander hero.
Reserve
Okay,
time.
so support.
So I have a feeling it's more of like yeah, it'll probably be Bloody 9.
No Tidehunter either. Tidehunter is decent versus Brew too. If you get the Anchor Smash off right after split, mitigates a lot of the damage. And you can't really kill Tidehunter too during a split. So also Ravage is very good at catching him out, leading into like a Skywrath, Silence, or Multicast, or Ice Path, whatever it may be. So Centaur is nice, but Tidehunter is also nice. There's some solutions for Brewmaster, but nothing like GG straight. Oh my gosh, why did you pick it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you really want to run a Centaur next to the Tide.
No.
So of heroes that they can still pick, like what is there anything that's good
Well,
against the
people
Brew that-
generally like evasive heroes. Like we saw the PA try and just dodge a lot of the Brewmaster splits with a Blink
Complexity
Strike.
could try Slark here, All right, they get the Marana. So still ambiguous. Could be.
Dire
We
team
have. I
pick.
have seen Moon Meander play Core Marana a couple of times. So I would guess that's your one. That's your Moon hero. Support Jakiro, support Ogre, and then they'll save the solo mid Swindle hero for last.
Sounds about right.
That would be my breakdown.
I think not today should go for Slork.
Yeah. They could do it again. You put Ewo on his Slark again. Worked the first time. Don't fix what's broken. Or not broken, rather.
It's very good versus Marana.
10
It's decent
seconds
versus the other
remaining.
heroes too. Although,
It's okay.
if they did it offline Jakiro, he'd get owned.
5
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right.
remaining.
It's just so good at killing Marana, like over and over. Good setup for an Ancient Apparition ulti.
Reserve
Good
time.
physical damage too. Good split pusher.
Yeah, they take the Morphling here. Another good split
Radiant
pusher.
team ban.
No
Morphling-
silence on complexity, so okay game for the Morphling. They do have a fair bit of lockdown, but nothing to stop him from morphing.
Yeah, and not today had worse late game. I would say
10
even with
seconds
Refresher Doom and
remaining.
Refresher DP, this game might not be that same story, especially with
5
one hero
seconds
left for not
remaining.
to. Could they do Brewmaster offlane too? I haven't seen that in a long time, but it used to be really popular.
Reserve
I've only
time.
seen it on Radiant for the most part, but it's possible they could potentially. You don't normally aggro try with a Morphling, so I kind of crossed that off the realm of possibility.
Well, with Vengeance AA, possibly, I'd say.
It's possible. Yeah, it's atypical, but they might try
Dire
it.
team
Maybe
ban.
safe lane the Brew, put Mihawk on the Brewmaster. Smash is not their Brew player, is it? Is that the Smash hero?
I think it is.
Is it? Okay.
He plays
I'm not
whatever.
sure. I mean, he's pretty
Smash
flexible,
plays
but-
everything.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen him do like, oh my gosh, he can't play this hero at all.
10
He plays a
seconds
very
remaining.
wide variety.
So tied the final ban from complexity.
5
I think that's
seconds
pretty well
remaining.
warranted. Would have been a good fifth pick. And Leshrac.
Radiant team pick.
I don't know where that ban came from.
Well, if they were suspecting like I mean, Leshrac is. I actually think he's a little bit underrated.
I would agree he's a bit underrated, but
He's not worthy of a ban.
where does he fit in? I mean, yeah, he's not really worthy of a ban, and I mean,
Did Complexity run him yesterday?
no,
No,
I don't believe so.
I can
10
stats it up, dude.
seconds remaining.
Yeah. I mean, who would be
5
their mid at
seconds
that point?
remaining.
I mean, were they thinking that it would be like a Swindle
You can do
Lesh mid?
You can do Lash mid. It's not that bad.
Reserve time.
It's possible. I just haven't
You can do Potom
seen
mid.
it recently at all.
You can do Priest of the Moon mid. You can do Jakiro mid. Centaur
Yeah.
mid's like also available. Ogre.
I don't
mid.
think I've ever actually seen a Centaur mid. I think it's not because he's bad at it, just because he's so much better at the offlane.
So let's see. Way too.
So way too played the Lesh yesterday.
Dire
Dire
Widowmail's
team
played it.
pick.
And Dota Pit?
2
Okay.
weeks ago.
All right, so it looks like they have played some Lesh. Looks like it wasn't a particularly... Oh, no, it looks like they won. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
there's the Moon Marana as well.
You got stacked, dude.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Okay, well, here's another
Moon
Swindle
Meander's
hero.
also played it.
Okay, so they have played some Lesh. All right.
15-2. They've had wild success.
All right. Well, they get another Swindle hero here, and it is the Storm Spirit.
10
Another
seconds
hero
remaining.
that Swindle's very comfortable with. We've seen him play it. I saw him play it a couple times in the group stage.
5
So
seconds
definitely
remaining.
one that he is skilled with. A pretty good game for it. Really not much lockdown for not today.
I think
Reserve
it's
time.
Magic
it's pretty
Missile.
good.
I think it's okay here. That's a solid pick.
Yeah. And at the same time, he's an Orchid carrier. Very good versus Brew. Also, he has like the Zip. So they have Zip on Storm. They have the Leap on Marana. Both very good at dodging Brewmaster as well as Centaur. So they're well equipped to kind of split push and delay the game out. But do you really want to do that versus Morphling? And when Not Today has last pick, let's see what they draft next.
I feel like they need somebody with some control here. A silence would be great. What are some good silencers still left in the pool? I mean, DP's there, obviously.
They could
not
also
so
just
great.
get another frontline tanky hero that Storm can't actually kill.
Yeah.
Like a Bristleback or something like that if they wanted
Bristleback.
to.
You really like that Bristleback.
Dude, Bristleback's ownish. Timber's also pretty good.
I think the Nature's Prophet. So, looks like Smash will take the Brew. Mihawk will probably go off lane with the Prophet. And, yeah, they'll just safe lane try it up. Morphling will be picked up by Ewo. And there you
Nature's
have it.
Prophet is a pretty strange pick here. I think one of the reasons he's good is he's not very vulnerable to the arrows, but at the same time, like he's very bad against Storm too. Storm just picks on Nature's Prophets all day long.
I think they're looking for some global presence here. You've got your AA and your Nature's Prophet. Then Morphling can be pretty cheeky with his replicate. So they've got some pretty serious reach around the map. Some possibilities there.
it's a
but
Moonstorm.
Hmm?
It's a Moonstorm.
Oh.
Swindle Centaur.
I wonder if they'll swap when we get in, because this is way
10
different from the way
seconds
we've seen them do things. Limp tends to be the offlane player. Does that mean we're
5
going to see the
seconds
offlane
remaining.
ogre? Are my dreams coming real? He's got the HP regen for it. I do want to see if they swap, though. And no, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so they will do things completely differently from how they have in the past.
Prepare for battle.
I'm not sure what to make of this, Merlini. I'm really not. Oh, all right.
I think it's a pretty good lineup. Very good late game. Very good at dodging brute ultimates. Very high mobility that can just kind of pick off heroes. The problem is they don't have a good Morphling counter. Like if you farm a lot with Storm Spirit and Mirana, you're still not going to be able to outcarry a Morphling. At the same time, they can't really take team fights either. But again, not today. Really lacking on Disable, especially with that Nature's Prophet pick. But if Mihawk does have an easy lane, oh, they are aggro trying with Ewo. So yeah, that's cool.
That is a little bit neat. You really don't see aggro try with Morphling too often, but you've got Frosty. Chilling Touch makes this lane very strong.
Dude, AA and Venge are really good dual lane supports, or
tri-lane.
tandem.
Yeah.
Two dual supports
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a tri-lane. They just do so much damage with the right clicks. Like, even a hero like Centaur won't be able to stand up to it.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
minus
looks like he
armor, and
might.
then plus the aura, and maybe they can catch Centaur. No, Moon's going to be just
30
fine.
seconds
They get
to
an
battle.
observer ward down here, some nice vision into this area, and Dire will get their other observer here on the high ground above the top rune spawn. Complexity holding on to their wards for now. Moon does not have one. This is going to be a tough safe lane for the... Oh, they did swap around a little bit. Okay, so Moon Meander's on the Centaur now. Swindle is on the Storm Spirit. This is the way I would expect it, at least a little more. So Bloody Nine on the Mirana up top. Z-Freak takes the Ogre, and
The battle
Jakiro.
begins.
It will be a core Jakiro. Limp starting off with that Ring of Protection.
Dang, Morphling. Max damage adaptive strikes, 299. That's full agility adaptive strike. That's a lot. He must play Morphling a crap load.
Yes. Oh, you're looking at this? Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm looking at his profile.
I was going to say, I'm looking, I'm like, what are you talking about? I forgot about this. That is pretty serious, yeah. A lot of Morphling here. All right. Ewo.
Dude, this guy plays a lot of Dota. I'm looking at his profile.
Ewo?
Holy crap. Yeah, dude.
He's a serious doter.
He is serious with the gaming. Holy cow.
Says the guy that I've seen cast 3 best of 3s, then go stream for 5 hours. You're pretty serious.
I'm serious, but this guy's serious,
This
man.
guy's serious. Maybe you and Ewo need to hook up, man. He'll show you the way of the Peruvian skills. You, him, and Fog to get a little team going.
Z freaking Bloody Nine looking for a first blood on Smash, but Smash is playing very safely.
Yeah. Not finding an easy opening. He's staying far back. They know there's 2 supports missing. This is, I don't know, a semi-common movement early on. And, yeah, he'll see these ogres here go around the backside. The jig is up. Supports will head out. And Complexity not going to be successful with this first gank. So Moon has no vision down here in the bottom. We'll take a look at Radiant Vision. He has no idea where these supports are. Well, he has a general idea, but does not have any confirmation. So he has to play super defensively here. You see him not even getting experience, staying out of XP range. Ewo racking up the free farm in great shape. And
It's cool that they're jungling. This
Yeah.
is something that you don't see very often from Venge and AA. They can't get kills in their lane just because Moon Meander is playing very safely, and they're just right-clicking down some ogres. Both illusions and neutrals.
Yep.
You know, one of the funniest Dota clips I've ever seen was in Dota 1, where there was an ogre that hid in the neutral creeps and pretended to be a
An
blue ogre. And this is when the creeps were sleeping, too, so you could stand right next to them without getting aggroed. And then he just, Silencer was like starting to right-click the ogres, and then he just comes out and stuns them. It was so funny.
That's pretty good. I like that.
It's one of the funniest clips I've ever
Blending
seen.
in with your environment. I can get into that.
Yeah.
So now Moon Meander shows himself in lane and just like unrelenting, instantly just start poking him back. Get out of here, you horseman. This is our lane. We've come to invade, and we will not share.
Ewo doing a very good job of keeping the creep wave close to his tower too. Very important, especially when the 2 supports on the side of Complexity are missing. Bloody Nine perhaps looking for an arrow in mid, but let's see if... I mean, Smash is just so difficult to kill.
Up top,
That's a whiff.
Mihawk. He's getting engaged on Z-Freak, roaming through the trees, hits him with a stun. The Ignite is there, and
That's first blood.
what can the Nature's Prophet do? Z-Freak's going to draw it on the Ogre, and whoa, TP in from Ewo. He wants to clean this up. I'm not sure how easy this will be. Ogre's pretty big. We talked about Jakiro. He's like the ranged version of the Ogre. Pretty freaking tanky in these early levels. And
Arrow narrowly misses Smash again. I mean, even if they get the arrow on him, I don't think they can kill him, especially with 7 magic stick charges. Like, it's just he's just super tanky, man. So he's going the 1 stats build. This is the build I like slightly more than the 2 Drunken Brawler build.
Yeah. So how are they going to rotate this back now? Looks like they'll send the Prophet to the off lane, and it will be Ewo who stays in the safe lane to make sure he continues farming well against the Jakiro. Interesting lane rotation. I wonder if that was because he wanted to try and find a recovery kill.
Smash!
Oh. Nah, he's fine. He got me all... Oh, wait, no, maybe not. Kind of doubled back there. That was an awkward movement. Will eat his wand charges. May still be able to live. Mystico on his way in. They want some recovery kills here. Magic Missile, where are you? Nowhere to be found. Arrow flying through once more, and yeah, Bloody Nine not going to get lucky that time.
Let's see if...
You were right. Smash. Able to tank it.
I don't know why I doubled back there. That was very risky.
That was... I think it was just a misclick. That's what it looked like. I mean, maybe he wanted to bait them so the supports could come in and look for a return kill, but...
Smash going for Moon on bottom, but they have an reserve ward. They will scout it out, and he will back off.
Yeah.
So, I mean, old Moonmander's not doing too bad, though.
Yeah, since the Morphling has gone top lane, he's find some okay experience. Only 2 last hits.
Arrow narrowly dodged by Ewo. Not that it would have yielded in a kill, but Bloody Nine, 0 for 4, I want to say.
I think so, yeah. Not off to the best start. Swindle having a great time in mid, though. 27-5, so Brew only 14-0. Big disparity there, and the big breadwinner will be the Storm Spirit.
Z-Freak wrapping around behind him, perhaps trying to get another kill on Mihawk. They do not have an ultimate on Centaur, and they also only have level 1 Hoof Stomp and Double Edge. This is pretty difficult. Mihawk, none the wiser.
Yeah, Z-Freak will be happy just to hide in the trees as he is leeching some experience here. So he'll be all right for now. The Prophet, yep, will sit back a little bit. Mid lane, Smash going in towards Swindle. Mihawk will actually teleport mid.
Okay.
Interesting play. No split on Smash. If they had a split there, I could sort of see the plan, but no. Just looks like he wanted to rotate into the jungle, perhaps, and we'll just go for some Centaurs.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling very safe with the Ogre missing. They do have the reserve reward, but I'm pretty sure he would have died had that happened.
So Jakiro and Mirana now in the top lane for complexity. And Ogre will just head over towards the min. He picks up his Soul Ring, so he's got a little more sustainability on the mana front.
Morphing's getting owned by Liquid Fire.
Yeah, he really is.
Completely out of region. He just salved up, too.
Yeah, like literally like a minute ago. This is rough. Limp, level 6, so he has 3 points in the Liquid Fire. Grabs the early point in the Macro Pyre also. Battle for the top rune. Swindle and Smash going at it. But Swindle with better positioning here. Finds himself the bounty. Hits him with a Vortex, but now Swindle actually taking a good bit of damage. Mystico comes in. Magic Missile will be disjointed by the Ball Lightning.
Well played.
Z-Freak wrapping around the bottom. Illusions on the Ogre. Maybe looking to dive on Mihawk here. Centaur, what level is he? Only 5, so still no Stampede.
They had the Ogres to tank it, though.
And now he has 3 points in the Double Edge, so this should be pretty easy. And yep, there you go. Moon gives him the axe, and that'll make it 2-0. Complexity going ahead.
Why they picked Nature's Prophet. He's just so weak and vulnerable in all the lanes. Like, they knew what their lanes were going to be after... Or they knew what hero they were going to be up against. Like, it's
that
not
was
like...
the 10th pick, yeah.
Yeah, so... I don't know. I didn't like the Nature's Prophet pick to begin with. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. They have some global presence, but he's just so weak. He can't stand up versus like a double stun lane, like a Ogre Mirana, Ogre Centaur. Storm just like cleans up Nature's Prophet, especially when he has a bad start. And yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it feels like Mihawk's probably just needs to retreat into the jungle pretty soon here. He's going to come back to lane and could end up being a feed fest. Now that Ogre's level 6, or pardon me, Centaur's level 6, and Ogre's nearby. So he'll be ready just to swing on over, and Stampede, I think, results in a kill here if they actually want to go for it, but they'll play it passive, and this time they'll give Furion a pass.
Yeah, Vengeful Spirit and AA haven't really been the most effective of duos this game. Kind of just... Smash gets pulled in mid, but nothing will follow. And, I mean, they can't really kill anyone, too. Storm's already level 6. Jakiro, with his Tranquil, is almost always topped off on top, and he's putting so much pressure on the Morphling that the Morphling can't get any farm either. Casual Cloak on Limp. Interesting.
Morphling CS, it's actually pretty good, though. He does have 43 last hit.
Oh, that's surprisingly good.
Right below Swindle, and yeah, he's... Masoku's... Oh, pardon me. Ewo's farming pretty decently, I think, given that he's had to rotate and that Liquid Fire has been doing so much work against him.
Is it going to be a pipe rush? Are we going to be 2 for 2 on
The
pipe?
seeds of fortune.
Oh, wow. Now that would be madness, but it looks like it. With a core Jakiro, pipe does make a little more sense. Lets you push a bit easier, break that high ground.
Good versus AA.
Yeah, very good against AA. It's an okay pipe game. Like, it's good against AA, but I don't look at this draft and go, obvious pipe, first item Jakiro. You know, of all the pipe games we've seen, this is one that seems a little less. But that's all right.
MP's rushing Orchid too.
Is he? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Grabs himself the Sage's Mask. So, all right. Well, he's found some recovery here. He's just going to
Oh, they're going to steal the dragon.
cliff down the Drakes. Oh, no. Mihawk, he worked so hard for that. Stampede up top to try and keep Limp alive. Not going to happen. They'll find him. He gets off a Ice Path Macro Pyre, but still goes down and smash bumps right into Bloody Nine. And whoa! Does the damage. Bloody Nine leaps into the trees, but nowhere to go. We'll try to be cheeky, but not even a little path back there. So Brewmaster cleans it up. That makes it 2-2. And not today. Strike right back. Now pressuring this tier 1 tower up top, and we'll probably be able to bring it down.
Yeah, they've been trying to put so much pressure on Mihawk that they can't really control anybody else on the map. And I thought they could control Ewo, but I mean his CS is actually ridiculous considering the lane that he was up against.
Yeah, now taking over as number 1 and Smash finding a little bit of recovery. He'll get a Blink Dagger at the 9.5-minute mark. Seems unbelievable given how much of an advantage Swindle had above him. Smash, he just TPs into the tier 1 mid and has the stick charges for the split. Okay, now goes on to Z-Freak. Fire Panda doing a lot of work here. And Z-Freak is definitely dead. Sets up the Cyclone onto the Jakiro. Will they be able to find any follow-up? Nope, doesn't look like it. Maybe another Boulder Toss. Just another Purge Cyclone, just for good measure, and Smash will come back to life. So
it was really important that he TP'd on that tower, though. They can't afford to lose a mid T1, especially when they have a lot of momentum going their way.
Knew his limits very well there, though. Hit the Thunderclap, had just enough stick charges to pull him back to the mana threshold for Primal Split.
He wanted them to go on him.
Finds the kill. Yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing there. Very well played.
Especially before Storm Orchid, it's very easy to get away with plays like that. And you know, Mihawk's he's doing decently. 0-2-0, but he's, you know, after his start.
His farm's not that bad. I mean, him and Jakiro are within 200 net worth of each other.
But he hasn't, like, fed the Storm, which is really important, I feel like.
The Centaur did get a kill off him, and now Moon Meander, who was completely zoned out of the lane at the start, now has a 10.5-minute blink, it looks like here. He'll be able to grab it momentarily at the side shot.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And they did lose a mid T1 after all.
Ooh, yeah, that Liquid Fire, man, is just too strong.
See a smoke from Smash and Mystical.
Going down bottom, I think the thought is to try to pressure the Centaur before he gets the blink, but he's picked it up, and, well, they're still going to go for it. Ice Blast coming down, will miss. Gets off the Stampede, and, oh, man, they really needed that Ice Blast to make this happen. Arrow, off the mark. Moon just barely survives. That's a bit of a sad story.
Swindle going on Mihawk.
Yep, and they'll find it. Just nothing this Nature's Prophet can do. You hit the nail on the head with that one. Seems anytime they jump on him, he's just dead meat.
He really is. Mystical caught in between 3.
And they'll try to TP out. That one won't happen. Fire Blast, Arrow, looking for a deny at Roche. Close, but no cigar. And that'll be a...
Ha! Take that vengeance, our Bloody Nine.
Yeah. Ewo pushing the top tier 2. Still just farming up a storm. He has Power Treads, Perseverance. Looking for a Lincoln's this game, it would seem. Yeah, not bad Lincoln's game.
Yeah, so what is Mihawk going to do? I mean, Orchid is going to come out so slowly for him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, I'm not sure what they have in store for the Nature's Prophet. Obviously, they want him to be more utility-based, have some right-click ability with that Orchid. But it feels to me like just keeping him in the jungle, let him farm Ancients, and just let him split push later on. I mean, go for that fighting, like, Blade Mail, Maelstrom build. If there was ever a game for it, this feels like it could be one where you just beef up and try and survive the storm long enough that allies might be able to come and save you, turn it around.
The mech build?
Mech build, yeah,
I like
that
the
could
mech
be good.
Prophet. I can get on board with that.
Just the tanky Prophet, so mech or blade mail, maybe a few null tallies. There's a distinct lack of null talismans in that inventory.
Oh boy, they're smoking. Mihawk, you are dead again.
Yeah, Swindle's going to find him, zip forward, he sees it coming. Although, this time friends are nearby, Ice Blast comes in, will connect on 2. Mihawk lives a little longer than expected. But Ancient Apparition
Radiant
not really
structures are fortified.
going to be able to do much in the way of a return
Dire's
kill.
top
At least they get a
tower is under
tower out of it
attack.
down bottom. Not today, grouped up and force out the glyph. Smash gets the last hit on
Radiant's
that tier
bottom
1 tower
tower
with his
has
double
fallen.
damage rune.
And right before I was like, oh, good thing. The only thing going for him is he hasn't fed Storm. Boom, gives Storm 2 kills.
Yeah,
Oh well.
straight away. They do have the Morphling still farming number 1, so looking at the graph, things still very even. Nobody running away with it quite yet.
Dire's middle tower
Looking at the
is under
item status
attack.
here, 1 Blink Dagger on Complexity. Swindle. He has his first Oblivion Staff, that's it. Another 600 gold to boot. Still a pretty good time on this Orchid.
Oh, they might be going on a Storm on bottom. Actually,
Radiant's
missed a
top
cow.
tower
Can he
is
stun him
under
from the
attack.
fog?
Dire's middle tower.
It's a tough
And
one.
yes, he can. Gets the stun off. Brew
Touche.
has a split. Doesn't want to use it quite yet. Ice Blast won't connect, and they just don't have
Tower
enough
is under
lockdown to deal
attack.
with this guy.
Certainly not.
But look at the top lane, dude. Ewo, he's doing a lot of damage to this tower. Forces in 2 TPs. His replicate dies. Ewo, man, you are in big trouble. Buy your ultimate orb, quick. Buy it, quick. He buys it. There you go. So maybe he can still live. Waveform away, right into Bloody 9. Tries to TP out. A noble effort. In a bit too deep. Needed to be a little less cheeky with his replicate. Didn't lose much there, but still don't really need to be feeding any more kills to this Storm.
Yeah. Well, either Mihawk or Ewo's gonna die. Maybe some clever replicate usage would have saved them from that, but that's still a tall order. They do have Zebra Ward up in mid. They will see the chicken and
Radiant's
smash.
courier has been
Killed
killed.
it. Nailed it.
Oh, Bloody 9 now in some trouble. Let's take a look at his courier. That is very unfortunate. That is the core of the Orchid here. Quarterstaff and Sage's Mask for Swindle
Radiant's
and the Earnest
middle
Shadows for
tower is
Bloody
under
9.
attack.
So that's pretty big deal, actually. I think there's a chance that may delay the Orchid at least another minute.
It's good for Nature's
Swindle's
Prophet.
Look at this big stack here. Got a nice big fatty. So that would have been his Orchid, I think, completed. He'll just stack it up once more.
Or they're just not doing it. Maybe MP or someone
I'm
else
over
can
here.
steal it.
Mm-hmm. So Nature's Prophet, yeah, he'll get a little pass. I mean, what do you do once the Orchid comes out on Storm? What's the strategy for trying to deal with it if you're Nature's Prophet?
You Orchid them back and both die.
Dire's top
Oh.
tower is under attack.
He pops it. Oh, and they clap.
They find
And
Seafreak. Yeah, he's a big doo-doo here. Easy shatters. Swindle coming in.
That's a pretty good kill for them. I don't know who else. Maybe like Jakiro kill would have been more important. Centaur has Blink. He could have dodged it, especially with the way that went down. Stormer Spirit is still pretty unkillable.
It might just be a casual cloak on the Jakiro, because Moon's picked one
know.
up as well. One of them's a casual cloak, and who is it? Who's going? Somebody's getting a pipe, though. That's one thing for sure. Yeah, I feel like this core Jakiro has been a little bit of a backfire coming out of Complexity. His farm is okay, not amazing, but he just hasn't been able to do too much. He knocked down that tier 1 tower mid, and that's really been Jakiro's biggest contribution so far.
Yeah, they really need the Yules on him to just cyclone up Panda and
Yeah.
kill him before he gets BKB.
He's pretty close. He's
Oh,
got the
A
staff of
ult
1600.
shatters. Nice.
Whoa.
Dude, this ward has just paid off so much for them. Like, it got them the chicken kill. It got them a big kill on Storm Spirit right before his Orchid. Actually, I think you said it was his Orchid recipe.
No, it's the pieces that he needs for that next Oblivion Staff. So it's the
Okay,
Quarter Staff
so-
and the Sage's Mask.
Yeah, I mean, it slowed that thing down by so much.
Mm-hmm.
It just gives
Look,
them
that before that death, he just about had it. Now he gets knocked down a little bit. I don't
Yeah.
think he's picked up the recipe.
MVP ward, and it gets dewarded.
Yeah, finally, but it's already paid for itself. Right?
Oh yeah, more so than just one time, dude. Fivefold,
Yeah.
sixfold.
Ewo very close to his Lincolns here on the Morphling. 17 minutes in. Good timing on that. Moon Meander. There is a double stack of Ancients here on the Radiant side. And it looks
And
like the Treant will interrupt it. Stacking, I mean.
Yeah, so not today. Just trying to look for this long-range initiation with the Ancient Apparition, snipe people, especially with Brewmaster Blink, and kind of bully people around while Smash is still king of this game. And then on top of that, Orchid is coming out very soon on Mihawk, so he's actually going to get Orchid almost the same time as Swindle Melons is.
Wow, that is a pretty insane recovery based on how well when Swindle started and how poorly this Nature's Prophet started. But he's looking at the raw farm, he's keeping up with Jakiro, actually out farming him by a couple hundred
Dire's
gold. And
middle tower
there
is
you have
under
it. There's
attack.
the Orchid. Radiant Courier has respawned, and Swindle should have his Orchid coming out. Yeah, he spent his gold, so there she blows. Exact same timing. Complexity, 4 heroes smoked, moving through the river. Looks like they want somebody in mid.
Oh, Ewo.
Oh, you poor baby. He gets stunned up, starts morphing the strength right away. They break the Lincolns. I think he's going to live through this. Ice Blast comes in, connects on 2, the defensive Stampede.
He's just like, whatever. I'm not even going to wait for him.
And they already get a taste of this Morphling to come.
They use so many spells on him.
Yeah. I mean, now they'll have an Orchid, so they do have some silence, but...
He still has Lincolns, dude.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to pop it and Orchid him before he Lincolns. Or,
Yeah,
sorry,
or
before he...
waveforms.
no, before he morphs.
Oh, before he morphs, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you just have to start it, yeah. So, tricky. This Morphling is going to be continue to be a difficulty. I think even if Swindle finds good farm, as you mentioned, you're just not going to out-carry a Morphling. He is the harder of the carries in this game. And he's been number 1 on net worth basically this entire match.
Yep.
Wow, Ancient Apparition? Is this for reals? Look at this farm! He's 700 gold off an Aghanims at the 19-minute mark. Masoku,
Where's he been, dude?
1-0 and 2.
That snipe on Swindle, man.
Yeah, that made a difference. That actually ended a spree, so it did give him a little extra gold, but wow. I would have expected him to have...
Oh, here they go. Smash looking for a blink-in.
And they'll find it right on the moon. He's already used his Flip Stomp. Arrow will hit the Vengeful Spirit. Macro Pyre comes out. A lot of damage on Mystico. He'll fall. Moon Meander will get taken down. They set up on the Shakiro. And Mirana's already fallen. This is looking bad for Complexity. And yeah, that'll make it a 3-for-1. They just lose their Venge. And maybe even 4. Down he goes. Swindle comes zipping in. Finds the kill on the Prophet. Really wants Ewo. He's morphing strike. He'll be able to survive. Now Swindle, he's out of mana. They'll chase him down the waveform forward. It's a full 5-man wipe as Complexity get completely cleaned up. Wow, that came out of nowhere.
Trying to push into a panda, dude. That is not happening. This is like...
Buyback.
Wow. What?
He wants Masoku. He's angry. Puddin' Pop, but Smash is here. Masoku, he may well live.
God.
Now Swindle, the rage buyback. Moonlight Shadows come out. It's a dieback for Swindle. Talk about your all-time bad news. Oh boy, Moon comes in. They're going on to Ewo, but he's morphing strength. He's too damn big. Now Moon's in trouble. The Sprout comes out. It's going to be 7 kills, maybe even more here. Merlini Z-Freak's in trouble. He's on the run. Limp, TP's in, trying to help out his friends. They get Mirana in the river, make it 8. Are we going for more?
It's a nuclear meltdown, dude.
That is...
Holy crap.
I don't even... Why did he buy back for that?
He wanted to get an AA kill, but he's so farmed.
Still, yeah, this AA. You mean the one that has a 20-minute Aghanims? Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Radiant
Wow.
structures are fortified.
Oh, all right, Nature's Prophet bought back as well. So there was a buyback on the dire side, to be fair. Buyback.
Still, I mean, Nature's Prophet is...
I mean, just look at the graph. It just goes, kind of even to...
He's just A-okay with trading his life for Storm. If Storm has nothing and Nature's Prophet has nothing, Nature's Prophet's far more useful. Because he can just do so much. He can split push.
And they're
he
not
can
counting on the
gank.
Nature's Prophet to carry the game.
Yeah.
Swindle is one of their big carries here that they need
He
to be.
is their big carry.
Yeah, that's true. I guess Mirana doesn't have jack shit for farm.
She's
Shakiro
a support.
has a Yules. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I take that back. Swindle's their one,
Yeah,
man.
he is their one.
Yeah. And this is...
You are the chosen one,
This
Swindle
is-
Melons.
This is all of a sudden
They're-
looking
Their hopes are getting dashed for...
looking scary.
Oh, man.
I mean, Complexity were the favorites coming into this, but you would not expect a 2-0 from Not Today. It's not over yet, but that is so much momentum. Even the Brewmaster, we were talking about this earlier, dude. Aghanim's Scepter. It's fallen out of favor because it doesn't scale quite as well, but Smash is going to have it at a beautiful timing here. 500 gold away. And
He's king of the hill right now, dude. Like, they cannot touch him. Even if they Orchid him, they have defensive swap. So they're perfectly okay with him going this non-BKB build. And the thing is, Complexity keep fighting into the Brewmaster ult. They have these heroes. They have Moonlight Shadow, Stampede, Leap, and Zip to just get out of the Stampede. Or, sorry, get out of the Primal Split. And they're just not doing it. They're like, hey, whatever, we'll just fight into it and just get wrecked every single time. And if they take this fight, they might get wrecked too.
they move into the Roche pit. Sort of an interesting rotation from Complexity. As 2 are headed right towards the pit, and 2 are rotating down towards the bottom lane. And they'll find Moon. He is forced to use the Stampede right away. Arrow flies in, doesn't connect on anything. They still want to do this. Shakiro in the fray. Masoku on the high ground will TP out. Swindle and Ewo going at it blow for blow. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, it's just a dead Vengeful Spirit. Now the Boulder out on Limp. Waveform right into the fray. Centaur does get a little bit of a pass, but will end up going down. It looks like they lose their Nature's Prophet. It's a 1-for-2.
Where's the party?
And where's the party?
Dyer's
Swindle
bottom
looking for
tower
more. He's
is
running low on
under
mana.
attack.
Smash comes in. They get the kill on Swindle now. That's a 2 for 2. And not today. They will find the break even they're looking for
Dyer's
around the
bottom
Roshan
tower
pit.
is under attack.
Still, Swindle keeps dying every single one of these fights, as does the Centaur. It is going poorly for them. And very nice swap coming out the Vengeful Spirit. They almost had a very nice chain stun on a good old Smash. The Yules into the Ice Path, into Multicast, into Hoof Stomp, but it's not enough, man. Not enough.
Just not. So holding on to that 7,500 golden experience lead following that last skirmish. Let's take a look at overall item progression here. And well, Radiant Sign, they've got some key items. The Storm Spirit, he's had his Orchid as we've seen. Blew any extra gold on the buyback. Not much item progression following the last fight. Moon Meander working on the pipe, has the Hood of Defiance. But the Dire side, Ewo, what are you working on, buddy? He's got himself a Yasha. And 1,900 gold, so just a quick Manta coming out. Smash and Masoku, both with their Aghanims. And looks like Mihawk possibly just moving right into the Maelstrom. So after the Orchid, we'll go into this more just right-click, clearing out the waves. I want to be able to kill creeps kind of a build.
Man, Brewmaster. 5-0-6, Blink and Ags in 23 minutes. It's pretty good.
That's pretty good farm. That's...
I don't think he's going to fall off anytime soon.
Yeah. Well, he's got a good 20,
Oh,
25
Mihawk.
window. Jumped on by Swindle, and rinse and repeat. This is, as we've seen, the bane to the Nature's Prophet existence. Roche is still standing, though. Not today, did not go back for it after a complexity.
Uh-oh,
contest.
Smash going in. They do have the Orchid up soon. It is up now.
He does have a split, but now he's silenced. There's the defensive swap. Stampede over to close the gap, and they'll find the kills on both Venge and Brewmaster.
It's huge.
Is this a throw, Merlini?
They still have Ewo.
They've still got a lot going on, but that's giving
Radiant's
away some of these
bottom
kills.
tower is under
That's
attack.
your one-way ticket right back into this game. Ewo is split pushing. They're doing a lot of damage to this tier 2 tower.
I think they should have just done Roshan right after the Panda ult cool down again.
Agreed.
Uh-oh, Z-Freak.
A lot of damage here. Z-Freak could find himself in a lot of trouble. Sidesteps the Ice Blast, but it might not even matter. Ewo doing so much damage here.
bottom
Tower
tower
goes
is
down
under
in the
attack.
top lane. Mirana gets the last hit. Ewo will back off. Tower stays standing, and Moon Meander coming in will get the blink stun, and the double edge
Radiant
onto
structures
Masoku.
are fortified.
Masoku's still alive, but maybe not for long. Does not have a TP scroll. Moving around the tree line.
Radiant's bottom
Easy
Moon
tower
Meander
is
gets
being
juked.
denied.
Can he find him? Does he know these paths? There he is. Masoku, a noble effort, but gets brought down.
So, and recently, that's what, 4 for 0
think
complexity,
so, yeah.
roaring back after the mega throws in the mid lane.
Yep. So 5,000 gold, 5,000 experience.
Swindle Melons, 3,200 gold too. He's gonna have his BKB.
Yeah, his farm is still really good. He's gotten a lot of these kills.
Well,
but
it wasn't good after the dieback.
well, even then, his last hits are still really high. 140 compared to the 170. And Orchid on Orchid, boys. Swindle in big trouble. In comes the Morphling. Waveforms right into an arrow. And Storm will survive.
Pull roots
Most
and
of
run.
Roshan getting taken down yet again.
Smash in the pit. Has the split. And
Are they gonna get up for the smoke? Looks like they
there's
have
no
that-
stampede this time, though, so I don't know how easy they can do it.
Yep, no observer ward either, and not today. Have that very nice observer ward in the mid lane pop down yet
Roshan
again. I
has
think Smash
fallen to the
probably
dust.
still needs a BKB, judging by what happened on the left side. Maybe it's different in a 5-on-5 scenario, especially if they have a replicate of the Panda. So Nature's Prophet trying to bait him out, or actually Ewo trying to bait out Nature's Prophet with the old replicate.
Z-Freak on the Ogre, working towards his Agnes, got 1,300 off, so that'll be a nice little bump for complexity. Swindle not going the BKB route. He gets a soul booster.
Interesting.
And there's your pipe up on Moon. Oh, they actually pull out the Orchid here. Smash, invisible. Maybe they'll think about going on this. Ewo comes right in. And now Limp. Yeah, he's going to get caught inside of a Yule's. He's in big trouble. Adaptive Strike takes him down.
Taken.
And Swindle and Moon, they just move back to the tower. How do they want to fight this? Moon in trouble. He does have a Stampede and a Pipe. Now, uses his wand, charges, caught inside of the Sprout. Nowhere for the Centaur to go. That'll be a fast 2 for 0 in the mid lane. Swindle makes it back to the high ground, and now they look to just pressure this tier 2,
That was a
perhaps.
very nice replicate bait by Ewo.
Dyer's
Set
top
that whole thing
tower
up.
is under
Yep,
attack.
took the Orchid cooldown, and Who's holding on to the Aegis here? Is it still Ewo?
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Ewo.
He's got it.
Radiant's
Yeah,
middle
has his
tower
Manta now
is under
1,500
attack.
gold. They look at this tier 2.
They still have Panda ult. They can probably go high ground with this
Yeah.
if they so desire.
No glyph either. Buybacks not an option. I think you try
Radiant's
for this.
middle
And see what
tower
you can
has fallen.
see what you can get done. Maybe you can get a quick pick. Instead, they go up top. Oh, Swindle comes zipping out. Who's he going to find? They're using Masoku to bait. He looks juicy, but now they come in onto Swindle. Maybe they can bring him down. The burst damage is there. Swindle falls. The swap onto Z-Freak. Plenty of sentries. 2 for good measure. Bloody 9 doing what he can. Limp throws out the macro pyre. But
Man.
now with these two dead,
AA is the bane of Swindle Melon's existence, man.
yeah, it really is. Moonmeander comes in. Hoof stomp on a couple. Ewo gets stunned up. Low on mana here, but still carrying the Aegis. Might be okay with trading that away if they can take the high ground. They'll lose their Aegis now, and I think not today. We'll just sound the retreat. Or will they? Moonmeander goes in, but Ewo just turns and mans up on him. Now Smash comes flying through. No split, but still plenty of damage. Centaur goes down first. A huge Ice Blast. A fair bit of damage. Connects on Limp. But now this tower, fair game. 3 in the grave. Z-Freak coming up in a couple of seconds, but Swindle still down for 15. No glyph means this tier 3 tower going to melt like butter.
I think the non-BKB was a mistake.
Yeah, Soul Booster not helping out too
Radiant's
much
middle
here.
tower has
Ewo
fallen.
hit by an arrow. They break the Lincolns. Dual Breath. Ice Path. A little bit of Bloodlust, but there's your swap from Mystico. And she'll just play Sacrificial Lamb. Make sure Ewo gets out safe. Long zip from Swindle. He shows those illusions. And now Masoku, he'll TP out. He makes it. And they get a Yules on some illusions here. So, I don't know. Feels like Complexity is starting to tilt a little bit here, Merlini.
I definitely think so. And Morphling still just accruing farm at a massive rate, 15,600. He is way far ahead of the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit just keeps on dying over and over. And he underestimates the damage out, but I'm surprised they can kill him in like... He even dodged a Venge Stun.
Yeah.
Like he Venge Stun, Adaptive Strike, and then like a blink, a clap, a crit, and then like one hit from Morphling, and he's dead. He's just so darn squishy, even with the Soul Booster.
Yeah, the adaptive strike, the burst from that and then everything else is... He's not really that tanky. You think you're pretty big with a Soul Booster, but yeah, very, very susceptible still. And even if that's a full Bloodstone, I don't see that helping him too much. The BKB, on the other hand, like you mentioned, gets rid of a lot of that burst damage that's really giving him a run for his money.
Yeah, he just needs to survive in these fights. And just keep looking for easy kills. Oh, they're going high ground. T3 already down. Easy push.
Glyph has cooled down, though.
Dire's
Smash
bottom
his ult.
tower is under attack.
Smash him.
How are they going to do this? Ewo, he's lost the Aegis in the last fight, but now has another Ultimate Orb to play around with, so rather tanky. Ultimate's available for Complexity. They will Moonlight Shadow. And, yeah, they're just blowing up these illusions. That's all they can do. Another Ice Blast coming in. This time won't connect on much.
Got Swindle.
Yeah, clipped him, yeah. Yeah, help soften him up just a little bit here, perhaps.
Well, Morphling running into 3.
Ewo. I mean, he can kill a couple of them. Look. God, dude. You see that damage right there? Look at that. Piranha just like...
Misco and Smash. They might actually go for Swindle Melons here. Their smoke pops. They don't know where it's from.
They find Bloody 9. Magic Missile. They bring him down. Clap, crit, right to the face. Now Ewo bumps into a few more. Finds Swindle. Of course, he'll be able to just zip away. Waveforms over the ledge.
They cannot kill him.
That'll be it. Stampede used in the top lane. Z-Freak, well, he'll get clipped by the Ice Blast before he goes out. And, yeah, Moon will TP home also. So with that, not today. They just group up in the top lane. They get a pick on the Mirana. And now just move to pressure this tier 2.
Yeah, they're playing very well together, and they're not getting caught out. Like, Mihawk's not getting caught out anymore. He died, what, 4 times pretty early? Since then, he's just mostly died in team fights. Vengeful Spirit always on par with the swaps. Smash using pin ult to probably the best we've seen in Summit NA. I've seen at least.
Yeah, he's been doing a really great job. Ogre about 400 gold away from that Aghanims. A little more damage output coming for Complexity. Swindle, 1337 gold
Radiant's
here.
top tower
Still
is under
not
attack.
much in the way of item progression. They will lose this tier 2 tower in the top lane. Macro Pyre,
Radiant structures
just for good
are
measure, clears up
fortified.
some of these creeps. Jakiro finding some farm there. Jakiro does have a Blink Dagger. I think we've seen him use it a few times, but haven't mentioned it.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
So that's the end of the outer towers here for this Radiant side. Morphling grabs the invisibility rune and then jumps right back to the replicate. This guy.
What a cheeky fellow.
Ewo.
This is so much better than the Slark.
Yes, it's almost like a different player. I mean, he's obviously played a lot of Morphling, but still.
Needed a warm-up game, man.
Yeah. Well, you never know what he was up to beforehand. Maybe he had a long day of exams.
Ogre has a scepter.
Yep, he just picked it up.
That's very surprising as well.
Yeah, I mean, Z-Freak's found some help here. He's only died 4 times, so pulling up that gold. Limp getting clipped here as the barracks taking damage. There is a Radiant Glyph, but they don't want to burn it too early. Pipe's already been used. And not today. Happy just to focus on structures for now and play defensively to wait out the pipe. Moon with a trigger finger feeling pretty happy here. They will stun out the replicate. They really want that replicate, but Smash comes in with a big clap. Gets off the split, and now again they stampede defensively. They just leave the barracks high and dry.
Radiant's middle barracks
And,
are
oh,
under
they don't have the
attack.
glyph. Pardon me. They used it for that tier 2 up top. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's easy barracks now. Okay.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
I thought they saved it for the mid. I'm surprised.
The zoning panda ultimate.
Dude, it worked like a charm. They stampeded and ran the other way.
They even earned the Brewmaster image.
And the TP out. So just an easy lane of barracks for not today. And they just don't get punished for it. They don't even have to burn that much besides a Brew ultimate. Now Ewo coming in, getting a little excited here. Gets stunned up. Ewo.
Whoa.
They dropped the hammer on him, but what was... I guess he wanted a solo kill on one of the supports, but... Little overzealous on that one. Looking for some shatters in the well. I don't think they'll find any. Going to be irritating, but no one quite low enough.
Well, they can take out Roshan pretty soon. We'll see what the timer is in just a second. Evo did just complete his Eye of Scotty, so this is a super farm Morphling.
No buyback on him here. Not that it really matters, but that will be all of his money. Oh, it's fast Roche. 30 seconds.
Easy.
So Roche will be popping up right around Morphling right around when Morphling respawns.
What is Brewmaster going to go for with his
4,000 gold? I think AC is probably
BKB?
BKB also. Does he need the BKB though? It seems like he's not having a problem splitting into team fights.
Well, I mean, it's just like he can just go in with impunity. And there's a lot of lockdown. Like Yule's Ice Path, Multicast, Arrow, Orchid, as well as Hoof Stomp. That's a lot. And Vortex.
yeah, I guess no
So-
reason to take the risk and
Yeah,
not
I mean,
get the
they're
BKB.
very close to winning this game, and they just need like
And
a play a
also,
little more
yeah, I
safer.
guess AC isn't really that great here. It's more magic damage. He could get a pipe, help out the team a little bit.
Pipe's very good too,
Pipe,
actually.
pipe would be okay here. Pipe fanboys reunite.
Yeah.
The old band's back together.
Pipe boys.
Nature's Prophet, he's gone for the ultimate orb. Probably just your Scythe of Ice.
Jeez,
nothing
they are
too
all
crazy.
about this replicate. They just swapped the replicate because it got stuck in the trees.
I mean, to be fair, they've made some pretty decently large plays with the replicate, so...
Yeah, I mean, the replicate's super important. A lot of people just use it to, like, you know, just split push and
Mobile ward.
have higher mobility, but they use it very effectively. They use it to tank a lot in team fights. They use it to bait out, like, a Storm Zip into an Orchid. Like, they're just using it very well.
Yeah, definitely. And
Roshan's up.
there's actually a couple of casual cloaks this game. Lint grabbed a casual cloak, now has a Veil of Discord, and even Avenge, just getting that 15% magic resistance. I like that.
Easy Veil on Brewmaster. Seriously, Veil on Brewmaster.
There you go. You gotta buff up that Thunderclap.
Did you get armor? Dude, it's great synergy with, like, AA Ice Blast, or Ice Blast, Ice Vortex.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
Maelstrom, easy
Maelstrom.
synergy.
Well, they get an easy Roche, and that's another Ewo with 2 lives. So,
He can YOLO
Scotty
him like last
Aegis,
time.
have fun with that. I mean, this guy's huge. Dude, they have 19k net worth. Swindle is 13. He's like 50% up on the 1 of complexity. And he's a harder carry. Swindle has a full Bloodstone, but I feel like that just isn't a big improvement from the Soul Booster. Relative to like the teamfight presence, gives him a little extra HP, but doesn't really solve his core problem.
Of dying.
Just getting locked out, just getting blown up. I mean, 200 HP I feel like is just not enough.
Oh, they actually have a Veil on...
Jakiro.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning before, yeah.
That's pretty big.
No, I wasn't suggesting Veil on Brew.
I
like that
I'm
you just-
suggesting Veil on Brew.
Yeah, I like that you took it to the next step, though.
Easy armor, man.
Easy 6 armor. I just realized Veil has all these 6s. That's daunting. All right, here we go. Ewo heading up to the high ground. Waveform forward right onto Moonmander. Another defensive stampede right away. Nature's Prophet does get blown up by the Storm in the side lane, but Hey, they're knocking on the front door here. Buyback from the Nature's Prophet straight away. There is a Radiant Glyph this time. They use it to keep the tower alive. Ewo still just trying to zone him out. Moonlight Shadow's been used. Ewo making half of them retreat. Swindle goes in the front. They're doing a lot of damage. He gets silenced. Can they bring down the Storm? The swap to bring him back, but he's got the zip. He'll survive still. They get zoned out. Now their tier 3 goes down. Limp blinks forward, goes on to Smash. Moon Meander with the double edge. Brings down Smash when he still has a split. That's a pretty big kill, but now they lose the Jakiro. Ewo doing a lot of damage. Multicast starting to morph the strength. Doing whatever he can to stay alive, and now he will come back to life. It's a decent hold from Complexity. And will Ewo survive? Looks like he will for now. Still on the run. And makes a replicate of the Ogre. Gets stunned up here. And Swindle, now he gets the Orchid. A lot of damage coming out. He will commit suicide, but still goes down. The Bloodstone charges mean he's only in the grave for 20 seconds. An awkward fight for Not Today. Not what they wanted.
So they need the BKB on Panda, dude.
Yeah, after seeing that, you're kind of right. If he had gotten a split off there, that would have been huge. And you're not collecting interest here, Smash. 5,000 gold on the Brew. Still, they force out the Glyph. They get the tier 3 tower, so next time, oh, Ewo. Walks right into an arrow. Still starts morphing the strength. Not going to happen, though.
God, your throws.
Now the Stampede out. Mihawk TP's home. Ugh, that was pretty sloppy from the Dire.
They did get the T3. They did get half damage on the Rex, but
And
yeah, not what they're going for there. It could have been a lot cleaner if Brewmaster just ulted earlier, or if he spent his gold, or if Evo wasn't super aggressive.
I think two things there that could have made it totally different. The split from Brewmaster, as we've talked about, but Moon almost died outside of the base. He died, he was able to commit suicide, but he got locked down, and Jakiro blinked in with a really clutch Ice Path. And if they had been able to kill Moon there, that could have been much different gold-wise. I don't know if he had enough to buy back or not. Missed that one, but now he certainly doesn't. As Moon Meander buys, or from his Swindle, buys the BKB. So Storm, a little more tanky, a little harder to lock down. Finally gets that big investment that you've been
Dyer's
talking
bottom
about.
tower is under attack.
And Smash has his AC.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
It's okay. I
Okay, so
suppose.
he does pick up the AC. Oh, Moon.
Dyer's
Trying to
bottom
split push,
tower
gets
has
Orchided,
fallen.
and look at the swap from Mystico. Connects with the magic missile, and still gets hit.
But he can't blink now.
Yeah, and Moonlight Shadow, they'll continue to go forward. Mihawk, he just gets blown up. Smash will force out the Shatter, I think. Mihawk goes down, and they trade 1-for-1, but remember, a split. Now a 2x onto Vengeful Spirit. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, cheese and crackers, Ewo going on to Swindle. Still might be able to find a kill here. Doesn't have the waveform, but the Scotty slowing him down quite a bit.
He just TP'd too. It's over for Swindle.
Yep. No mana, no bottle,
But
no
he just BKB
suicide.
TP.
Oh, he had the
I
BKB.
know.
He got so greedy.
So greeds.
I guess maybe he thought he saw an adaptive strike. I don't know. He missed the beginning of that one.
So they did
So
not end up getting another kill with the
2 for
Panda
2
ult.
around the map. Yeah.
Surprised they didn't go for Ogre. He like multicasted right behind him. He has a gem too. It's a big kill.
Yeah. So Nature's Prophet, almost better that he dies there in kind of an even skirmish where neither side's going to be able to do much objective-based fighting because he bought back before that last death. It's still on cooldown,
Dyer's top
so that's your
tower
longer
is under
timer there.
attack.
And good time to spend it, as Roche is not coming up anytime soon. I have this sneaky suspicion that Not Today are just going to wait out third Roche, look for Aegis Cheese, and then that's when they'll try to make their death push towards this bottom lane of Barracks.
Yep, that's a good idea for them.
Yeah.
Morphling can split push out a lane.
I think it's kind of the safe bet. And I think they're pretty comfortable fighting around the Roche pit. What are your thoughts about, it seems like the recurring theme in these team fights is they jump on Moon, they get him, they scare him, and then he uses the Stampede defensively. I think that's happened in the last 3 team fights. Is that the way you want to do it? Should Moon try to hold it a bit longer, maybe use it aggressively, or do you think the defensive Stampedes are kind of A-okay to break up the initial
They're fine.
initiation?
Well, it's more important that he stays alive. If he trades his cooldown for his life, that's really good.
Okay.
And Storm Spirit now has his BKB, so he can kind of be the front liner now.
And they'll find Swindle, force him to zip out a little bit, get a little vision so he gets hit by the Wrath of Nature. I like that. Now the aggressive Stampede, the split from Brew, that helps break it up a little bit. Storm going on to Mystico. He's trying to juke around the trees. Ewo's coming in. Mystico just stands his ground to try and buy some time for Ewo. Storm zipping away. Will TP out with the BKB still on. And he lives. After all that, it's just a pick on the Vengeful Spirit. Brewmaster ult used, but so is the Stampede. And so is the BKB on the Storm Spirit. That is your 10-second BKB charge. Now goes flying out of the base right onto Mihawk. And yeah, Yeah, nothing Mihawk can do.
Can't see the forest.
And they cut off the Prophet's head.
Off with your head.
And now even the Morphling has a BKB, though. So Iwo, he's got a 10-second BKB ready to roll.
They need it versus Ogre.
Mm-hmm.
It's important.
Yeah.
They actually do need to kill the Ogre in fights. I mean, all of them are pretty high priority targets, aside from the Pieces of the Moon.
Yeah, Pondum's not really doing much. Playing the 5. He's got a 4-staff now, so Bloody 9 gets his first big core item. Double damage on the Morphling now, so Iwo. Yeah, they're actually closing the gap here. Storm only 3k behind the Morphling in terms of net worth. Right, they hit an arrow onto the Brewmaster
Limp.
replicate. Up top.
I'm surprised he
TP down
didn't-
for 5.
He did an adaptive during... Oh, they're actually going to find him with... Oh,
Ice
buddy.
Blast, adaptive. He gets off the Yules, but nowhere to go. Tries to TP home. Iwo just destroys him. Limp does have a buyback here. And Roche, yeah, I'm not going to be up anytime soon. Well, sort of soon, but not in context of Jakiro. Van's just scouting it out. All right, nice little pick-off there. It's just been these straight pick-offs. I mean, we're getting into this stage of the game where both teams playing pretty cautiously. Obviously, Complexity, they do not want to throw here. And a bad team fight will almost seal the deal with their base kind of exposed like this.
Yeah, they still have...
They need to be very careful.
They still have the Scythe of Ice coming soon, which is probably that's going to be even worse for Swindle Melons.
Yeah, Mihawk, not terribly far away. About 2,000 gold, and he'll have it. So still a little ways to farm. And still checking on this Roche timer. I think that's really what Not Today are waiting for.
Iwo knocking on their base. Manta split push? No, guess not.
Just TPing home instead. They want down bottom. Swindle and Ogre. As you mentioned, Ogre's the one with the gem. High priority target here. And Moonlight Shadow's forced out. And they will just be repelled. Ice Blast won't connect. And Iwo just goes back to farming. So where does Iwo go after this? BKB with 2,500
Butterfly.
gold. Butterfly 6 slot, no question.
Yeah, Butterfly easy.
No obvious MKB carrier. Not an item you want to get on the Storm Spirit, so.
Yeah, it's...
Good point. Look at this. Orchid right on the... They're doing so much work with these illusions, man. Swindle just burnt his whole mana pool and an Orchid for AA illusion.
He could turn around on that, too. Like, Iwo can just replicate and just own Swindle. Swindle working on a Scythe of Ice of his own, closing in 200 gold. Still not that many Bloodstone charges, so still might want to save for a buyback.
Yeah, Swindle's farm is still pretty impressive, I have to admit. He's been finding a lot of space.
Well, he's just killing Masoku a lot, too.
As
Or, sorry, Mihawk.
Mihawk, yeah. 3, 10, and 10 on the Nature's Prophet.
Man,
I think all things considered, he's done an okay job. Like, 10
oh, yeah,
deaths,
I definitely think so.
you're on that like verge of he's died a lot, but it's not like he's like, you know, 3 and 15 or something. Swindle, ooh, hopping out of the base and sees a couple of people nearby. Does not want any part of that, and they'll be able to force Complexity back into the base. This is an odd timing for Not Today. Roche right around the corner. It will be up in less than a minute. Glyph is cooled down, respawned, whatever it is. I'm not really sure what their plan is here. Maybe just to keep Complexity locked in the base, then do like a fake back and move right into the Roche pit.
Yeah, they're trying to get other lanes pushed out, too. It looks like...
just keep Complexity in a position where they can't move into Roche and open up some freedom. You know, pull back their folks that are farming the other lanes, and maybe if Complexity misstep, you can jump on the Ogre or something and pick him off. But I think they're happy just to keep them locked in. Courier, and look at this. Yeah, this is exactly what they're doing. They're scouting out Roche with the Dire Courier here, and they'll see it in just a few seconds.
Yeah, they should not engage on this unless they see a fantastic opportunity like this.
There you go. Yules will save the Ogre for now, but certainly going to fall afterwards. That's a gem on the ground hidden under the tree line. And Complexity even used the Moonlight Shadow, the perfect opening. There's a gem on the ground. You can barely see it, and yeah, Morphling picks it up. That's the huge target they wanted.
They have a Scythe on Swindle, though, but no buyback on him. Could be risky. Do they have a Scythe on Mihawk yet? He has it right now if he wants to buy it.
And no buyback on Z-Freak. They'll Orchid the Brewmaster illusion again. Swindle BKBs for this. Oh, no. Now I don't think they can contest Roche at all.
Zap.
Wow.
Dude, these illusions are seriously winning the game for Not Today, I think.
Well, Swindle could have just hexed it.
He could have just hexed it. Instead, he BKB'd, wanted to save the hex. Again, kind of greedy.
Yeah, he doesn't have the Orchid.
Okay.
That's an Aegis.
Roshan
And a
has fallen
cheese.
to
So
the
Morphling
dark
grabs the Aegis. They pass the gem around. Who's got what here?
Smash has a
Gem
cheese, and he has a BKB.
and the gem, they'll put it on the courier to keep it safe. Okay, and now the scythe on Nature's Prophet. The stars are aligning for not today, Merlini. This is everything that they were hoping for and more, I think.
Yep. How's Storm's BKB looking? 30 seconds. That's actually...
It's coming up. Down to 8 seconds on the actual Magic immunity.
Yeah.
So he'll have it sort of for this fight.
Sort of.
Be coming up.
Sort of, though.
Well, I think it'll come up like in the middle of the fight, depending on what Not Today choose to do. Like if they go right now, it'll pop up in the middle of the fight. So that's sort of. He'll sort of have it for the fight.
He'll sort of have it.
Not ideal timing, but it'll be coming up. But no, not today. They're not going to force the issue. They're going to slow roll this one. They've got Aegis Cheese. They know that this could be the game-winning push. They have all the tools they need. If they can't do it here, it's probably another 10 minutes or so before they look to seal it, as they will wait for fourth Roche. So here we go. Looking for that GG swap onto Z-Freak again, perhaps. Zoom out, get the full positioning. Swindle getting poked pretty hard. Ewo in the front lines. He gets Orchided right away. They'll burn the Aegis. And they don't lose too much for it. Smash comes in, catches Bloody Nine with a clap, but Ewo, he just goes straight in for it. He knows they've used a couple of their cooldowns.
Where's BKB?
Morphing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they'll lose Mystico. There is still a glyph available. Moon Meander, he shatters. Z-Freak turned into a piggy. He'll get locked inside of the Sprout. Ogre uses the Yules, buys himself some time. He's picked up another gem. Now he goes down and hits the deck. Glyph comes out, but the bottom lane of Barracks will not survive. Now, not today. Don't need to force the issue. They just need to make the escape. Will they be able to make it out with minimal losses? Ewo morphing. He does get silenced and will make it towards the high ground. Smash back in brew form. They're starting to get repelled here. Swindle goes out.
The cheese pass.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the cheese pass.
What a play. Now Ewo goes right back in, breaks down the Mirana, breaks down the Takiro. Moon Meander, one of the few defenders left. Buyback's looking very grim for the Radiant side. Moon's already used his. If he goes down here, it will be a dieback, and it will be game. Moon to fall. Swindle is doing it. He's the only one, but it's not enough. Full 5-man wipe again, and not today. That's going to be 2-0 over Complexity. A big upset. South American Dota, ladies and gentlemen.
In Smash we trust, dude.
Wow.
Nice cheese pass. I think it was over anyways at that point. But yeah, everything just
nicely
aligned for them. They had everything. Double BKB. I mean, Complexity even had a good hold there. They got the first life down on Morphling without really trading anything for it. So that was...
Yeah, it was a good way to start it.
Dude, that sequence of 8 consecutive deaths. Imagine if that didn't happen. They wouldn't have lost Rack so early.
That was really just... They blew up, buyback, dies, respawn, TP, die, and it's like, well, thanks for the game, boys. That was
Nuclear meltdown, man.
That nuclear meltdown.
That is 10 out of 10 worst case scenario at that point of the game.
Trade 1 for 8 at like the 20-minute mark or something.
I think it was a little earlier.
That's even earlier than that. Yeah, at a point where that really does set you up to have a pretty good.
You see this? All these dots.
Yeah, that's a lot of kills,
Oh,
man.
man.
So, all right, tomorrow we've got 1 day left of Summit 2 by G2A.com America. The playoffs here we'll have not today in the grand finals. No game advantage. It's a best of 5, but they do automatically win the toss. So they get their choice of pick or side. That's the advantage you get, plus not having to play an extra series. So the opening series for tomorrow, where's my Liquipedia page, will be
Complexity
Leviathan versus Complexity. And it will be Merlini Guy casting that, and then the grand finals tomorrow.
Oh, you're not casting?
No, it's you and Dakota.
And it's BO3.
Hey, yeah, it's BO3 for the lower bracket finals, and then the grand finals are best of 5. So,
Excellent.
yeah, Dakota's our North American man, so we're giving him the final. Should be good. That's it for us today, though. I'm Zayori. That's Merlini. It's been a good day of Dota, and now we're heading off to BTS After Hours. So if you enjoyed the cast, at Zayori TV, at Merlini Dota on Twitter, and make sure to follow Beyond the Summit as well to stay up to date with all things happening in the studio and at the Summit. But we'll see you later, and stick around. Join us for some funsy casual games here for BTS After Hours.